interesting situation. You can't trust people on the internet too well, or especially if people try to contact you on the phone that you don't know. So don't answer any strange calls. Like I experienced two situations. One was on, this is just a chit chat, and then I'll get into continuation of the track that we're working on. So it turns out that this AliExpress is an existent company. However, there are, I don't know, there are things that are going on that are not, I think they're problematic. So just keep your eyes and ears peeled for unusual things that are going on. I'm an honest person. I would never cheat people out of anything. I'm a good person. I don't have any ulterior motives, unless you're working, unless there's no unless. I'm here to help people. That's just my thing, and that's why I'm doing what I do. Right now, I'm working through the process of developing this. So the reason why I wasn't on at like around 12ish or so, first of all, I was getting my exercise in. I feel so much better now that I've trained. I have to get my training in or else I don't function too well. Exercise is important. I'm at that age where necessary steps you need to take, because I know I've put on a little bit over here, so I have my waist trainer. And yeah, that's where I am. I don't do dancing anymore. I don't run because I cannot run. I can no longer run. And that's just my situation. So I have to do a lot of things on my own, by myself, in the space that I've put together. I've put most of this together. My husband helped me repair the computer once again. And going into the whole thing of Coachella, it seems cool. I've never been to Coachella. I've not gone to Burning Man. I used to go to like the raves back in the day when I was much younger. So I was into like good music and meeting celebrities and stuff as a younger person. But as I've gotten older, things have changed. Technology is different. My lifestyle has changed. I'm having to build up after living in different countries and starting over again 60 million times. So that's where I am right now. And that's what's going on. And yeah, so I'm going to just work on some tracks, or the track that I was working on the other day, to see if we can kind of come up with some more ideas here. Where is it? I don't want this. So we're going to open up. Oops. Nope, don't want that. I'm going to open this up. Okay, so I'm recording this because I feel like, it's easier for me to have the recording and then maybe do a video and stuff for just reference of what's happening, musically. Is this the piece that we were working on? So I'm just going through this and I'm reworking the track. Let's just play it again. I'm going to hear what I need to do. I might have to add layers. This is the intro, so the intro might have to be brought in, added more. This is from the other day. I'm just re-listening to it for now. So I'm busy working on this production. Maybe lower the volumes. Let's edit the volumes now. So we're not doing the editing yet. This is just... we're gonna add, let's see how long this is. So now we're just gonna do this because I think there's a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. Or maybe I just take this off. So this is an idea spot. I'm not really So let's see what else we need to add here. Okay, so it's long enough. I just need to add more sections. What's this? Okay, so that's just, let's just see, is there more stuff over here? So I've made it, hold on. I've made it 4 minutes. How long is this piece? Let's see. I probably have made it long enough. That means I just need to add time. It's only a minute. Really? 2 minutes? Point hours. Shouldn't be that long. Let's see. Okay, so have I made it longer or shorter than I should have? I should probably double check. It feels like it's longer than 4 minutes, which shouldn't be the case. So I might have overextended this. Okay, let's just start here. No, let's start from the beginning. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is so that bass could work. Okay, so let me change the bass sound. Let's edit the bass, muted bass, upright. There are other ones that I... Okay, I'm going to download these because clearly I did not do this. Oh, this thing is giving me problems. Okay, I'll have to come back to that later. Okay, so we'll leave that for now. Okay. Boost. Okay, let's see what we can do. So I'm playing this part over here. So that's good. So I'm just coming up with a composition if you're curious. Yeah. So I might record that. So let's see. I like that. So let's oh. Compression, let's see. So what's happened? No, back. Doesn't make a difference. Okay, so the volume is up. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just adding like a bass to the track. I started working on this live the other day, so I can always refresh everybody if you haven't heard it, so you can see the process of how this is done. So I'm going to add this just to add a fill this section on. So it adds a bass sound. Okay, so we're gonna record that just to start. I might make it a loop. We'll see what happens. Okay, so it's on the bass. Okay, and we're going to. Okay, we're gonna record this. Okay, and we're recording. Okay, so that's just recorded that part. Okay, I might have to edit that. Okay, let's see what it sounds like. Start over again. See what it sounds like on the recording. So I'm layering it. The whole point of producing songs is to layer the songs. Okay, so it sounds like a bass. We can probably adjust the sound a little bit more. Okay, so now let's come up with a melody because there's no melody yet. So let's see what we can do. So it sounds a little bit like trance housey. Okay, so we'll adjust that later. Let's add a new section. Adding a new section. I feel like when I do the lives, I'm able to get the rest of my day done, which is useful because I have so many things I do as a self-employed person, I suppose. And I have yet to do my Poshmark today, so I feel absolutely guilty for not working on that. And we will see. Oh, you're so sweet. I mean, I think I'm more. Yeah, Alex O'Hara, is that O'Hara? Alex O'Hara? Thank you for, I should actually, mention people's names whenever they get on here. Sometimes I have younger people on here, so I get a little concerned, like, do the parents know? Do they know you're watching? So Alex O'Hara, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm still starting off on YouTube. It's not really, I'm still not 100% comfortable, but I'm learning the ropes as to how this thing works. I'm developing it along the way. I studied music, I studied art, so I'm kind of molding the two together because I feel as if art is also part of music, and I know a lot of musicians are artists as well. So I'm just sort of bringing the two together, if that helps. And I have kind of like discussions on how to do both separately and then together. And yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Is there anything you'd like me to, yeah, I'm still, like I said, I'm still kind of figuring this all out. I don't, like, if you guys have any suggestions, send me some suggestions. That'd be interesting. Thank you. I do appreciate it. I know everybody's talking about Coachella and all these musicians, and yeah, Doja Cat apparently had a pretty cool thing going on. Oh, thank you. I don't think so. I do appreciate it. I'm getting older. I'm what you would call a 44-year-old woman. I wish I was younger. Aw, thank you. Okay, well, let me keep going. Let's see what we can come up with. I'm trying to come up with a melody that could be sung. Maybe I could add some, when I sing, I have a little bit more of a classical sound to my voice. It's not commercial. Everybody talks about commercial sounds and all that. Aw, thank you. Hello. Oh, wow, there are more people. I can't believe it. Is it all because of the lights, the colors? What do you think it is? So it could be the time. Maybe the 12 o'clock is a little too early, and then 3, 4 o'clock seems to be a better time to do this. Thank you. Well, let me see what else I can kind of come up with so you guys can watch the process. I can't really, because the phone's here and my back's towards the phone sometimes, it's hard for me to kind of communicate while I'm working on like a vision, because these are like visions, right? They come out of your head and they have to be put onto something. Okay, so let's go back to this. I was just adding a bass. The other day I was doing the track, so you can hear what it sounds like if you guys are interested. The other stuff, you'll probably, if you go into my lives, I've actually created the track through the lives. I just find it's easier. just added the bass. Okay, so now we need to add still working on it. I don't know. So I guess that should probably come in the next part. So this is an intro. I have to break it up, right? Thank you so much. I do appreciate this. Jada, I really appreciate you coming through. I should really be responding. Yogurt, Guzu? Alexa O'Hara, keep up. Thank you so much, guys. You are like, this is why I come back, because I like to, I like to see that people are interested in a vision, an idea, or a concept. And I hope it gets people inspired to try it for themselves too. I mean, music composition it gets complicated because I think a lot of singers, I know my sister's like that. She would never want to record and produce her own stuff because she doesn't do that. She goes to recording studios. But I was the opposite. I was like the tomboy of the family, right? I was like, I'm going to be able to do this myself one day. And here I am figuring it out. I like to experiment, so this is part of why I'm doing this. But yeah, let me come up with a melody. I do want to try to my singing is not great, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a singer. I'm more of the person behind the scene trying to come up with concepts. But we're gonna give it a shot. If there's a melody that works, maybe I give it a try with the vocals. Thank you. You guys are awesome, so nice. Thank you, Alexa O'Hara. I'm hoping that I managed to get this. I'm not yet monetized, so my goal is to try to do this as often as possible to create an interest, so I could eventually make this like the job. So, and on the other hand, I do like the fashion stuff, so I kind of mold the two together. I do appreciate it. I really thank you so much. It might be a time thing, and maybe the late afternoons might be the time to communicate this kind of concept. I do feel as if some people were interested in the art as well. So I did a painting, for Alex O'Hara. Oh, is it Hara or Hara? Is that correct? O'Hara. Yeah, no, let's keep up the conversation. I mean, I want to keep up the conversation now. Is there anything you have in question? I might as well. The music's in the background. You guys can hear what that is. You can see what I've been working on. Right. I can even show you the painting I did the other day. It's a car Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. Yeah. It's a car of a Ferrari. It's a Ferrari. Yeah. That's it. O capital O'Hara. Yeah. O with the quote. Yeah. O'Hara. Okay, that heart as in. May I ask where you're from? Would that be rude to ask? Are you like are you from over? I know there are a lot of people from overseas. I'm half South African, if that helps. I have a bit of a South African twang. People are like, what is that weird accent? Over time, since I've moved back to the States, I lost the accent, but I had a full-on proper British South African accent with the formal training and everything, and I was like, I should get rid of that. I don't want to scare the kids. I had music students and they were all like, oh, she's like serious. I was like, I'm actually not that serious. I just have that accent. I'm sorry, kids. So yeah. Where is O'Hara from? I don't know that's not, obviously it's not familiar territory in the States, nor is it South African or British. So, O'Hara. Is it European of some sort? Very interesting. I do appreciate this conversation. A Brit from Europe. Okay, so where in Europe? Do you mind? Or if not, that's okay. It's a personal question. I don't have to have the answer. I suppose I'm curious because I met a young person the other day who's from Brazil, and then another student I'm calling people students now. Can you believe it? 5 Harvest Rise. What is that? 5 Harvest Rise. It sounds so, I don't know what that is. Can you explain that a little bit more, like define it, if you don't mind? I do want to, should I continue with like working on the track, or would you like to continue talking? It's up to you. It's entirely up to you. Do you want to see, would you like to see me working on the piece, like building it up over time? I mean, there are going to be a lot of mistakes. Like the last video I did on the live, there were lots of blotches, but it's nice to have, even for myself, it's nice to have the footage so I can go back and just double check what I'm doing as well. English! Oh! So I was right. So I would pronounce it with Alex O'Hara. Is that correct? Okay, fantastic. Yeah, the South African accent is definitely in English, yes. Oh, in English. You mean there's another translation, or is in English? Yes. Oh, correct. Okay. Okay, and so if it's in English, does that mean it's from another country? Or, yeah, I figured I should ask. I mean, since you're having a fabulous conversation here, I figure we might as well just keep up the conversation. Yes, I would thoroughly enjoy to actually have you guys watch me. No, so it's not. So it is from England. Is it from England? O'Hara. I know, you know what's funny about the lives is we always get the, it's a slight delay. So what happens, it is from England, okay, there's a slight delay. And when it comes down to the slight, oh, you were born in London. I see, I have cousins that are living in London, which with a very formal British accent. You know, in South Africa, we were trained with the British, it was part and parcel. We did the Oxford Dictionary grammar. And you come to the States and they just blotch it. I'm just like, oh, forget it. I don't need to have a British accent. Let's change the subject completely. Correct the spelling, because obviously the English spelling doesn't spell correctly in the United States. So I'm like, color is not C-O-L-O-U-R, it's C-O-L-O-R. I was like, oh no, they're changing my grammar. I'm becoming American. What should I do? Yes, no, it's yeah, I mean, my aunt used to live in London, and we would go to London on occasion and visit her. But she's no longer with us, so it's been hard for me to even go back because I get concerned, because every time I think of London, I'm thinking, oh, my aunt, but she's not there anymore. So it's a problem. I get like homesick, sort of, you know? Well, that's wonderful. That's great. Should I ask, are you a musician as well? Are you involved in music? It's hard for me to talk. Oh, that's okay. Oh, that's understandable. That's okay. But you're not, I mean, in theory, we're not really personally talking. You're more or less typing, if I'm correct. So, yeah, that's understand. And you know what? That's okay, because the reason why I work from home, let me be honest, I broke my leg. So I have a permanent injury with permanent damage. So it's hard for me to lose weight and move around as much as I used to, which is why I found I feel as if YouTube might be the right place for me too. I feel, you know, I can work from home and then I don't have to run around and destroy a wounded leg as it is. I understand. I do understand. It's harder when you have health issues to do things outside of the circumstance. I get it. I'm right there with you. I totally understand. Totally understand. Okay, let me see if I can. Would you like me to continue talking, or should I continue trying to come up with a vision, perhaps? It's entirely up to you. What would you like to talk? We can talk some more. I don't mind talking. If anybody has any particular questions, I'm going to go back and repeat this. On my other lives, you can watch me actually going, you guys should just take a look at the lives that I've done. You can watch me go through the process of this song because I've slowly worked on this. I just added the bass. I need to add some more to it though. And this is just an introduction. It's not a completed piece. Not a completed piece. What I could do is maybe I come up with a melody to come up with to add on to it, because you know when you produce music it's more about layering a vision, a project, and it's over the layers that you finally become like it finally becomes a piece. It's not a piece without different parts to it. And it started off with a classical part, and I was like, nah, it doesn't work. So we switched it over and changed it around a little bit. And then it's just forming into something a little bit more, it's a little bit more underground. I have guitars, but unfortunately it's just, my fingers are small. I have tiny hands, and I feel as if as a guitarist or a bassist, that's why I do the keyboard, because the keyboard makes sense, right? It works. I just have a hard time with the chords. I've tried it a few times. I can understand where the notes are, but the chords, I'm like, I wouldn't mind working with other people within different skills. I have no problem with that. I think, for instance, these lives, I can officially invite people onto these lives and say, for instance, somebody has a guitar and they want to play on top of this. We could go live and I could do that whole thing and we can kind of manifest a vision together. That's what I would like to do, is I would like to get other musicians involved in the process of developing this, even on a live, which would be fantastic. That's my goal. If I'm inspiring people to participate, for me, that's the gold right there. I would be thrilled if people would love, if you play guitar, feel free. If you want to incorporate something, by all means. So that's what this platform for me is to, connect up with people with commonalities and similarities and interests. That's more or less where I'm going with this. Unfortunately, I can show you my guitars. I have guitars, but I certainly do not play. Yeah, it's not, I used to work for Guitar Center. I have a guitar. I painted this painting on the guitar, but I don't play it, no. So it's a dragon. I don't know if you can see it. I painted it the wrong way. So I did the dragon on my guitar because I was like, well, I could use it as a sculptural piece. because I do art as well, so. But I do not play. I cannot claim myself to be a guitarist at all. I think my sister's more guitar orientated. Oh, thank you, Jada. I appreciate it. Rampel, is that correct? Did I pronounce that correctly? Please tell me if I've incorrectly said it, and then I will definitely, obviously, correct myself, because I know that there are names out there that are just, I've blotched a few in my past, mind you. Yeah, so I don't necessarily play. I did work for Guitar Center, but I was a teacher for Guitar Center, so I didn't really... Oh, it was correct, thank you. Whew, thank goodness. Bit of sweating there. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness. Okay, that's wonderful. I'm glad that I did. And I really appreciate you guys popping in today. There's more, you know, usually when I do the lives, I usually do it around 12 p.m., but I find maybe it's like a lot more, I find that they're younger kids on there, so it becomes a little bit more, it becomes interesting. It's like, where do I begin the conversation? Do we start with a drawing? Do we talk about beginners like piano, which is fine. I don't mind talking yesterday I was doing one on beginners piano on the GarageBand. So I was basically teaching people how to play like instruments on GarageBand. I'll show you if you're interested. I'll just go back to this. I don't like to repeat too many things too often though. But what I have done, in fact, is use GarageBand and Logic to transfer sounds and then compose and then place it into this track. I've done that to this one as well. So if we're going into, like, say for instance, GarageBand, you can get a guitar on here. I mean, I can fake it. I can fake playing the guitar just like I did the bass. I just fake played. You can hear it. It's like I manifested it off the keyboard and the sound. So, you know, here, let's open one here, for instance. Now let's start a new one. So you can get guitars on here. I don't know if you've ever tried GarageBand. So I'll open this up, say for this garage. This is my way to do guitar. Done. Oh, it's connected. Okay, so it's connected to my speaker. I have a speaker back there. And that's, so let's do, see, so, I wouldn't know where to begin, so I would have to try the chords. Okay, so yeah, I would use, if I were to do something, it would be on here. And then I'd bring that from here into the track, because I just don't play guitar. I mean, I know it's like the you know, everybody likes the guitar. It's just, and then you have keyboard on here as well. So I did a whole video yesterday about this, because I feel as if somebody like me who doesn't play all the instruments, like I certainly do not play all the instruments, it becomes a useful tool. Yeah, it's a total thing. It's a total thing. You can, like, if you have an Apple device, right? If you have an Apple device, you can definitely use this as, I can even stop this. Wait, let's stop this so you can hear what's going on. Let's look. So I have it on my because I was playing around with this. So somebody like me who doesn't play, I could use this as, it sounds exactly like a guitar. I don't. Yeah. And then the amount of things you can play around with on here, it's very cool. And then you have, you even have something like the keyboard. I mean, they have drums too. If you like drums and you're trying to try out drums and you don't have a drum set, cool, right? Like you could literally use this as your experimental instrument. And if you like it enough, then maybe eventually, like I used to play drums like back in the day. I had an actual drum set and I was in a band and I was like the female in the band playing like metal, like Metallica. We were playing, at one point we were doing Green Day. Oh my gosh, we were doing like Soundgarden. So we were doing like a whole bunch of things, but I was the female drummer in this all guys band. So I was the one with the drumsticks playing the drums and all that stuff. So drums is very cool. Like if you like drums. Is this even connected? Oh, it's not even connected. Huh. Very interesting. Hold on. Put the volume up here. Oops. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Give me a moment. Sorry, ladies. So, folks. Okay. Trying to figure out what that glitchy noise is. Yeah. There you go. So this is a make-believe guitar. I mean, drum set. Check that out. I still have it through my speaker, but you can experiment with. I'll just put it here. You can experiment. So yeah, I mean, this is a good experimental. I mean, I wouldn't use sticks on it like you would do on a drum set. You would definitely need, like, if you were going to practice your rhythmic moves for drums, for instance, you would have to have like sticks, and then you experiment with like a drum pad, and then test out to see if that's something you like, for instance. And then the same applies for guitar or piano. I like this as an educational, I mean, I would use this for other things too. I mean, it's an addition to my studio space, so I like it for that purpose, right? So yeah. Let's see if I can come up with, let's try this. Let's try a melody with the keyboard, because I'm trying to come up with a melody. You can record vocals on here too. That's interesting. Okay, so. So I can use this as a melody. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to try to record this, okay? Okay, so let's try it one more time. trying that again. Okay. So as you can see, everything you hear here is... So this is like a melody. Okay, so that's generally, okay, so let me see what I can do. Okay, again, so I want to try this again. So this is how you record a section at a time. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I do not play guitar, but there are many, many guitar people out there that would definitely, like I said, I would definitely enjoy incorporating other musicians into this platform. Say, for instance, if somebody said, oh, I have a guitar, I'd like to add in, then we can do like a live together, and then I could just like, yeah, it would be a thing. I think that would be kind of interesting if other musicians want to incorporate their ideas into the vision. I don't mind that as well. Maybe that's what the YouTube live should be about. I would be interested to see if that would be a thing, you know? So yeah, that's a thought. That's, you know, I'm putting my feet into like the cold water to see how it kind of like swings. But we will, like, I guess it all builds up over time, right? So that's how it is. Yeah. Okay. So let's try that again. Okay. Thank you guys for coming over. Feel free to come over anytime. Okay. Okay, so let's do that again. So I think I'm going to record this just for argument's sake, okay? Okay, so I don't know. Let's test it out. Brainstorming session. Okay. Whoops. Delete that. Start over. Okay, sorry. I had to start at C. Okay. Okay, that's the note. Okay. Okay, so there might be something to edit, but let's hear what we have. Maybe I'll adjust the sounds. So I've just added like a small little melody into this. Okay. So we're gonna see what we can do to play around with this. Let's see. Okay, so I've added, you can hear what I've added, the piano part. But yeah, I only play keyboard right now, so that means all these sounds were created from the keyboard, from GarageBand, with different variations, like they have drum sets and beats and all that stuff. So this is how I go about composing, because this is what I've known to do. I don't think you need to know all the instruments. I think if you understand one well enough and you know what different instruments sound like, you can add various ways to do this, you know? Oh, it sounds like... You know that P? That's interesting. So it sounds like hallelujah, but it's not. I don't even have the words or the song to that, but it has a bit of that sound. Okay, so the ending could actually be the actual piano. That would be interesting. So... Okay, so that's yeah, it's an interesting. You can see I'm able to finish up things when I do the lives. When I can edit the videos, which I probably will do today. I might do another video of this, but I think it becomes useful to do the lives. Okay, folks, so. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I want to record it yet, but that's a thought. So I'm going to come back and revise what I've just practiced and experimented with, and then next time come back to watch me put those little sections. Hopefully I get back here tomorrow and you can see me putting a melody back on here. And I will speak to you guys soon. Thank you so much, people, everybody. Jada and Alexa, I think. Alex. And who else was here? I think it's just... And then Yogurt was here. Wow, this is a great... You guys are brilliant. Thank you so much for popping over. And I will see you guys in the next one, okay? So it's just an experiment to see what I can come up with. And I will speak to you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining me. Please come back the next time. Thank you. Oh, thank you.